It's Alicia, y'all. Like the Matrix. That's the vibes I just gave you. um, Welcome back. I've been uploading every day. Um, Today I've got something I just whipped up a little quick for lunch, and oh god, my hair. I thought I was giving y'all a cute little ponytail Bobby looking vibes, and it's just raggedy. um I whipped this together. It's green beans, chicken breast, like patties, and some cheesy scallop potatoes, and a Coke vanilla. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. Please bless my family and bless our home, and please just protect us and look over us as we embark on this weekend of a really filled weekend, and may it go smoothly, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. The reason I had to say that is because Marcel works tomorrow, and well, like always, he works 6 days a week. That's why he's not on so much anymore. um he's gonna end up being like a special guest. He does, however, support me, watches all my videos, and because I'm always asking for his opinion. um Man, this is good. So I had a few things that I was going to talk to you about, actually, about my day yesterday once I went off camera for my Popeyes mukbang with my friend Carrie. Excuse me. It was adventurous, to say the least. Okay, so there was something else I was going to say, though. um oh, about my fun field weekend. We have to get the kids everything. Update on our car, though. The It was just the battery, apparently, and so Marcel had taken it to O'Reilly's. My best friend Vino took him to go get it charged up at O'Reilly's, and he took him to the grocery store that night so that we would be able to have groceries, because the van had just mysteriously stopped working. Well, the next day he went and got it, and it actually worked. As soon as he put it on, it just was like, boom, started right up. I was so worried about it because we have so much to take care of this weekend, because the kids start school Monday. So I was watching the news the other day, how moms were posting pictures on Facebook by the pool with a glass of wine, and they had like this chalkboard that said hashtag bye Felicia. I swear that's how I feel. Bye Felicia. Bye Felicia. Because my name is Alicia, I just don't know how much hell I catch for that phrase, and have been catching all these years. Um, I really hope this is recording. If it's not, I'm going to be super sad. Let me pause for 1 second and make sure that the headphones are not plugged in. 1 minute, please. Well, I'll be right back for y'all. And that was a green light. Okay, I had to check it out. I had a little technical difficulties because Marcel Marcel likes to sing and record music in here. on the computer as well. And I feel like if the headset and microphone is plugged in, that you guys are just going to see me eating and hear absolutely nothing. And that would be devastating to me. So, anywho. Okay. Yeah, so everything's all good as far as on the home front. All we got to do is kick everything into gear and get it all together. I think we're going to go to Burlington because they have a new one over here by our house. So, and school supplies and all that. Well, anyway, let me get into what happened yesterday. So, like Carrie was saying on the video, she has a 19-year-old son. I've known him since before when she first got pregnant. I was there. So I have a special place in my heart for him. However, he has a poor choice of friends. Excuse me. I'm saying this to say, let me clear that up, because where I'm going, not clear it up, but let me just give you the direction that I'm going in with this, because I was a single mother and I raised my son by myself, like I've said so many times, and I'm really, really, really huge on respect in children. It's something that you carry with you in life, and it's a huge part of just humanity in general, like in common human decency and respect. To have respect and manners, and my son is 22 years old, and his whole life, not only will my son not ever, ever, ever dare say a cuss word to me, but he would also never allow any of his friends to say a cuss word in my home. He would nip that shit in the bud so quick, because he already knows, that I don't allow that. And not only that, it's just mere respect for your parents that you just do not, you just don't do that. It's just that's the way it is. It's the way it's supposed to be. You just don't do it. If you have any kind of a conscious, I don't know, I guess I thought that it was like a normal thing, like as if it was something that is an automatic. I felt like it was just automatically the way things are supposed to be, but yeah, moving along in life, I've come to realize that I know one girl, she's not my friend, but she used to be, and then my friend, of course, Carrie, they just have a different way of doing things when it comes to raising their children, and there's never a wrong way or a right way, I would say. There's definitely a wrong way to raise your children, and that is by extreme abuse and, well, the obvious. But as far as like how you run things in your home, there's literally nobody can tell you how it's supposed to be in your home. But as soon as I walked in over there yesterday, there's a 16-year-old little boy over there, which was her son's friend. And one of the first words out of his mouth was the F word. And I immediately snapped my neck around and was like, "What did you just say?" he started laughing, talking about some edible weed brownies that he ate or something. And I was like, this is extreme trash at its finest. This is poor parenting skills right there. Um, I blew it off as he's not in front of his family or his parents, and maybe he's just trying to put on this act like he's cool. He's a kid, so I did get angry immediately, and I had something to say right then. Just because that's the mother in me, and I immediately was like, "Where's your mom at? I'm gonna tell your mama." And I was like, "Don't talk like that. You can't talk that way." And I was like, "Just, you know what? Oh, well." Carrie allows her son to cuss, and I don't agree with that at all. She knows this, so it's not a surprise. She's always known that. But her parenting skills are just a little different from mine. Because I'm huge on yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, please, holding doors for adults, excuse me. Um, we do not play that in our home. When we first got these kids, Marcel's 3 kids, they didn't know any manners. I taught them that and I enforced it. And now it's embedded in them. And that's what you have to do because they're such young minds. You can mold them and shape it to where it's going to be a really key tool for them to have growing up and in their adult life and for the rest of their life. It just, I don't know. I just feel super strongly about it, and she doesn't. But she's not the only one either. She feels like, this is the way that she explained it to me. If he's not directly using this language directed towards her, then it doesn't bother her. And so she's okay with that. And this is what I said to those kids over there yesterday, because there ended up being like 5 or 6 of them over there at one time. I said, you know what? I really don't like this. I really don't. And I jokingly took my flip-flop off and I was like, I am going to hit you with this. Stop cussing. Just stop doing it. And I said, I finally, after it had been like an hour or two, I was like, look, here's the deal. This isn't my home, and I cannot control what goes on in this house. I would rather her son not cuss, and I told him directly, I would rather you not cuss, because I actually have a place in my heart for him, and so it affects me in an emotional way to hear him talk like that, because I love him. But those other boys, it just pissed me off. And I just explained to them, I was like, you know what? I can't really just stress myself out over this situation, because the way y'all are talking and acting, it's so unacceptable, it's inappropriate, and it's just it's bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. That I'm sitting right there and I can hear it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever they say and do behind my back or when I'm not in earshot, that don't concern me. It's not my business. But to say and talk that way in front of adults, that just tells you so much about the person that they are, who they're going to become. And that's kind of, it's scary. My son has always been raved on about how well-mannered he is and how respectful he is. And that makes me feel real good. It makes me real proud that I raised him that way, because it makes people really happy, and it makes people really smile and think there's good people in this world, and they really appreciate good manners and being respectful, and it works for you in all walks of life. I even say sir to my sons, to my younger sons. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, you're welcome, sir. Or, whatever. Please say it to them too. Goes both ways. Um, so anyway, we're in the car and we're getting ready to go over to the movies because Carrie took me out to the movies with her and the boys. And we saw The Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy, I think. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I feel like it's something that you could just wait until it's not in the movies, but it was good. Anywho, right before we're getting ready to walk, oh no, we're on our way there. This same boy is in the back seat and he starts talking shit and he's like, I guess he had been watching my videos with her son, with Corey, and he said something about my Sonic mukbang, and then he mentioned how I do all food when the ignorance is at an all-time high. I do mukbangs, which is eat broadcasting. You guys know what mukbangs are because it's an actual thing. But that wasn't the problem. The problem is he said, all you do is food, 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 food. Why don't you do a diet? I was like, woo! This 15-year-old child. I was so far away from home. I was like 30 minutes from home. 30, 45 minutes from home. I legitimately wanted her to take me home because I just couldn't even be in the vicinity of this child no more, because I wanted to take the back of my hand and implant it into his face. And anybody who knows me knows I do not put up with, deal with, accept, or, well, I don't deal with that type of behavior. Not whatsoever. And from that point till the time that I was away from them, I couldn't even look in his direction because my anger and my rage was so high that I wanted to physically do something because I was so angry, and this is a child and I can't do that, and it's not my child. But I just don't understand how parents can just be okay with raising their kids to be so disrespectful. That was so rude. And it didn't even hurt me that he said something about a diet, because I've already mentioned that that's what I'm going to be doing. That's beside the point, because he's a child and who gives a shit what his opinion is. That part didn't faze me. I didn't give a damn about that. What I did give a damn about is that he felt so bold and he was so confident with being that disrespectful to a grown woman in the car with him that I was furious. I was ready to tell her, turn this car around right now, and we are taking him straight to his parents' house. And I was going to grab him by his ear and drag his ass up to the front door and tell his mother that she needs to get a hold of him, because that was a point of disrespect that I just couldn't even. You know what? I gotta calm down because I'm getting angry right now thinking about it. But he most definitely wouldn't ever be able to step a tiptoe over the threshold of my home. And that's what I told them kids yesterday. I said, this is not my home. Excuse me. And that's why I can't really just enforce the way that I feel about how disrespectful you guys are. But what I can say is that if you were to ever dare try to even just tiptoe your ass over the threshold of my home, I promise you will not come in my home. Speaking, talking, your mannerisms, your body language, none of that. You will do none of that. Better be extremely respectful. Smile and act like you got some home training, because the very moment you don't, your ass gonna be out my house. And your feelings are gonna be real hurt. Real hurt. Real hurt. But see, I don't associate myself with them, that type of people, that type of crowd. I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that. I've never experienced anything like that, to be honest. I've never experienced any kind of disrespect like that from a child in my life. So, it was funny because the whole time we were there, he was just talking like he was so big and bad. And then when we get to the movies, when the movies were over and we get in the car, apparently, surprise, surprise, there was an altercation outside with some other people. I knew that would happen, and that's why I did not want to be in the same movie theater with those kids, because we were supposed to go see Good Boys. I knew that wasn't something I could do. I don't care if I was sitting on the first row and they was in the back in the corner. I did not want to be in the same movie theater with them kids, because I knew there was going to be some shit. Sure enough, they were talking about it when we got in the car, how they pissed some guy off and he pulled a knife on them. And the one that was talking the most shit ran his ass off and left Corey there, standing there with the man with the knife. After all the shit he talked and caused, he left and just took off running and left Corey there. See, me, if I was a parent, I would have made him call his mother and make her come pick him up. But his ass damn sure wouldn't have gone back in my car. I don't know. He wouldn't have been in my house to begin with. But not only did he disrespect me, he disrespected her home. He disrespected her son. He would never be in my house again. First time he flew a smart ass word out of his mouth, he would have got his ass up out of my house. To be honest, I probably would have backhanded him if he had been in my house. Hard. And then I made him get out. Because that's just what you don't do. You just don't do that. Give me y'all's opinion in the comments. Let me know how you feel about what I just said and the topic I just talked about. Like, how do you respond to something like that? How as a parent, or if you're a child, or if you're a teenager, how do you think, what do you feel? If this is Corey or his friends, you feel free to leave a comment to defend yourself or say whatever it is that you feel like you need to say. I'm not going to delete no comments. Because apparently they watch my channel. I love my friend Carrie, and I love Corey. And you know what? In the kids' defense, there was one other boy there. There was two boys. Two boys there with Corey. The other boy, the reason I've never said one thing about him this whole time is because he was very well mannered. He was a sweet boy. And then whenever we got ready to leave so Carrie could bring me home, she had asked him to bring her something to drink before we left. And he actually brought two. One for me too. Which was really, really, really sweet. She asked the boys to take out the trash, and he was the first one at it to take the trash. And very well-mannered boy. He was even a lot calmer and more well-mannered than Corey was. Anywho, that's my topic. And this Friday, what y'all got planned for the weekend? Because I already told y'all what I got planned. I didn't even give y'all a close-up of this food, but I tore it up. It was lemon pepper chicken, chicken breast patty, cheesy scalloped potatoes, and green beans. It was all really good. And vanilla Coke. I had to pump out this video real quick because I got my grandbabies coming. And whew, I'm gonna watch them while their parents work and spend time with my sweet grandchildren who will not be raised to be disrespectful to adults, to elders, to anyone for that matter. Because my son will not allow that either. He didn't even allow his friends to cuss in my house or be disrespectful. But that's all I have to say about that subject. And now that I've said it and I've gotten it off my chest, it'll never even be thought of or spoke of again because it's not my problem. And when I go over to Carrie's house again, then I'll just ask if that boy is going to be there. And if he is, then I will opt out of going. And then that way I just don't put myself in that type of a predicament again to get upset. Yeah. But anyway, I love you, Carrie. And I love you, Corey. And I thank you for the day yesterday. It was really fun. I also dyed Carrie's hair and it looks really pretty. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to try to get something out this weekend. Maybe if I could get Marcel, if I could tie him down to get us in a good video. Maybe I could try to shoot something somewhere. Oh, excuse me, guys. When we're out with the kids, and getting their school supplies and stuff. So, I'm going to try to squeeze something in, from our weekend festivities. Anywho, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please come back. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I would really, really appreciate that. You guys, I'm a little over 300 subscribers now. And who is stoked about that is your girl. Because, I can't believe that many people are just interested in watching me and supporting me like that. And for that, much love. Seriously. But yeah, you guys have a great weekend if I don't come back on before then. And if your kids are going back to school, the hashtag Bye Felicia for y'all too. And with that note, your girl's out. Peace.